Ladies and gentlemen, the Greater Bay Area Conference is about to begin. Please take your seats. 尊敬的各位来宾、女士们、先生们，本次论坛即将开始，请尽快就座。You can scan the QR code printed on the table 10 card to check the event program. The official event photos will be available on our cloud drive shortly after the program starts. You can access them later by scanning the QR code placed on your table. 每一桌均摆放了一张立卡，您可以扫描桌面上的二维码查看活动的具体流程和信息。本次活动的官方照片将在活动开始后上传至云端，您稍后可以扫描桌面上的二维码随时查看。Today's conference will be conducted in English and Mandarin. If you need simultaneous translation, please get an SI headset from the registration desk or ask one of our colleagues around the room for help. On the headset, Channel 1 is in English and Channel 2 is in Mandarin. 本次论坛将用英语及普通话进行，需要及时传译服务的人士，请到嘉宾登记处领取耳机，或请身边的工作人员协助。耳机中，频道1是英文，频道2是普通话。Kindly switch your mobile phones to silent mode during the event. Thank you so much for your cooperation. 请您在会议期间将手机调至静音或关机状态，感谢您的配合。Ladies and gentlemen, the Greater Bay Area Conference is about to begin. Please take your seats and we'll start soon. 尊敬的各位来宾、女士们、先生们，本次论坛即将开始，请尽快就座。You can scan the QR code printed on the table 10 card to check the event program. The official event photos will be available on our cloud drive shortly after the program starts. You can access them later by scanning the QR code placed on your table. 每一桌均摆放了一张立卡，您可以扫描桌面上的二维码查看活动的具体流程和信息。本次活动的官方照片将在活动开始后开始上传至云端，您稍后可以扫描桌面上的二维码随时查看。Today's conference will be conducted in English and Mandarin. If you need simultaneous translation, please get an SI headset from the registration desk or ask one of our colleagues around the room for help. On the headset, Channel 1 is in English and Channel 2 is in Mandarin. 本次论坛将用英语及普通话进行，需要及时传译服务的人士，请到嘉宾登记处领取耳机，或请身边的工作人员协助。耳机中，频道1是英文，频道2是普通话。Please kindly switch your mobile phones to silent mode during the event. Thank you so much for your cooperation. 请您在会议期间将手机调至静音或关机状态，感谢您的配合。 Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. The conference is about to begin. "尊敬的各位来宾，活动即将开始，请尽快就座。Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. The conference is about to begin. The officiating guests are ready to join us now. Please welcome the Honorable C.Y. Leung, Vice Chairman, the National Committee of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, and all the officiating guests to the Greater Bay Area Conference 2025.
推进科技创新和产业创新，加强科技成果转化应用，推动传统产业转型升级。
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to the China Daily Greater Bay Area Conference 2025. My name is Oscar. It is a great honor to be part of the event today. And on behalf of China Daily, I would like to thank our co-organizer, Hong Kong Coalition, and a very warm welcome to all of you. We appreciate you taking time from your busy schedule to join us today. With the theme of financial connectivity, nurturing talent, building cultural bridges, we are delighted to have gathered top leaders and experts from renowned industries to discuss and share their thoughts and insights on some important issues facing us. At the very beginning of our conference, please allow me to officially welcome our officiating guests today. They are the Honorable C.Y. Leung, Vice Chairman, the National Committee of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, Chief Convener of the Hong Kong Coalition. Mr. Lin Nan, Deputy Director General of the Department of Publicity, Cultural and Sports Affairs of the Liaison Office of the Central People's Government in the HKSAR. Councillor Huang Jingrui, Spokesperson of the Commissioner's Office of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in the HKSAR and Director of the Department of Media and Public Relations of the Commissioner's Office. Mr. Zhou Li, Deputy Editor-in-Chief, China Daily Group, Publisher and Editor-in-Chief, China Daily Hong Kong. Especially, we are very honored to have Consul Generals from 18 countries. Welcome and thank you all. And now, to formally kick off our event this morning, we will begin with welcoming remarks from Mr. Qu Yingpu, Publisher and Editor-in-Chief of China Daily. Mr. Qu has pre-recorded a video to deliver his welcome remarks. Let's take a look at the screen.
Distinguished guests, the Honorable Mr. Liang Chunying, Vice Chairman of the National Committee of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, our eminent panel of speakers, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Thank you all for joining the 2025 Greater Bay Area Conference. It's been 6 years since the release and implementation of the outline development plan for the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau Greater Bay Area. Over the past 6 years, the GBA has blazed a trail for collaborative regional growth. Empowered by the country's national development strategy, this tripartite paradigm has made the Greater Bay Area a dynamic and influential driver for China's modernization. At this moment, the fourth plenary session of the 20th CPC Central Committee is underway. Under the leadership of General Secretary Xi Jinping, the CPC Central Committee is deliberating on the 15th five-year plan. This will set the course for China's development over the next 5 years. As we look to the future, I wish to share some thoughts on the theme of this conference: financial connectivity, nurturing talent, and building cultural bridges. First, value adding. The Hong Kong SAR government's policy address has underscored Hong Kong's role as a super connector. The rollout of its Go Global Task Force, which will help enterprises from the Chinese mainland go abroad more smoothly, will also make Hong Kong the primary channel for attracting international capital and technology. This will enable the Hong Kong SAR to consolidate its status as an international financial, trade, and innovation and technology center. Second, the Foundation Triad. The report to the 20th CPC National Congress presented an integrated framework for the strategic development of education, science, and technology, and talent, emphasizing this triad in the foundation for high-quality development, cultivating talent for innovation and entrepreneurship, and strengthening the educational and technological collaboration among Hong Kong, Macau, and the mainland, will propel the advancement of the Greater Bay Area. It will also ensure the GBA contributes to the national goal of scientific and technological self-reliance. Third, magnet attractor. The 15th National Games will soon be held in the region. This event provides an opportunity for Guangdong, Hong Kong, and Macau to showcase their own distinctive appeal as well as the vitality of modern China to the world. By demonstrating its vibrancy and the charm of its cosmopolitan character, the Greater Bay Area can become a magnetic attractor for domestic and international talents, as well as tourists, a connector of cultures and civilizations. As the country's leading English language media outlet, China Daily is committed to opening a window to the Greater Bay Area for a global audience. This includes organizing the Greater Bay Area Conference and producing the GBA Focus Weekly, the Opportunity GBA Report series, and documentaries such as Wonder Woods, which have effectively promoted regional exchanges and cooperation. To better meet the needs of people who live and work in the Greater Bay Area, we are pioneering a new model that goes beyond news to enable government and private sectors to deliver enhanced public services. To tell the Greater Bay Area story and help promote its high-level opening up and high-quality development, we will continue working closely with local governments, media outlets, think tanks, companies, and organizations from the Greater Bay Area and beyond. Distinguished guests and friends, the Greater Bay Area has the glorious mission of becoming a principal support of the new development paradigm and a pioneer of Chinese modernization. By pursuing high-quality development and better integrating itself into China's overall development, the GBA can well fulfill this mission and make an important contribution to national rejuvenation. I wish the Greater Bay Area Conference a complete success. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Chu, for the welcoming remarks. Today we are going to have 3 panel discussion. For further information about the theme of the panel, you may scan the QR code on the table, and also the event photos can be checked out on the QR code as well. And now, please welcome the Honorable Mr. C.Y. Leung, Vice Chairman, the National Committee of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, Chief Convener of the Hong Kong Coalition, to deliver his keynote address. Mr. Leung, please.
Mr. Zhou Li, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. On 12th November 2017, in the Great Hall of the People in Beijing, President Xi Jinping received delegations from Hong Kong and Macau to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the country's reform and opening up. The President summarized the roles and contributions of Hong Kong and Macau in 6 aspects in the 40 years of reform and opening up, and commended both Hong Kong and Macau on the unique contributions. Looking ahead, the President expressed 4 new hopes for Hong Kong and Macau, namely, to be more proactive in helping the country to fully open up, in integrating into the overall development of the country, in the practice of national governance, and in promoting international cultural exchanges. The speech is still available on the internet, and this was the 12th of November 2017. While these 4 hopes of President Xi's were set out in the national context, they are equally, or perhaps particularly, relevant in the Greater Bay Area. As well, they are equally relevant today as they were 8 years back. Subject, as always, to the principles and practice of one country, 2 systems, Hong Kong people ruling Hong Kong with a high degree of autonomy, integrated development among the GBA cities, particularly across the boundary between Hong Kong and the mainland cities, will unleash huge energy similar to nuclear fusion that drives development on both sides. The freer flows of the factors of production and consumption, people, goods, capital, and data have for long been identified as both the pathways and the objectives in this integration process. In the past few years, we have seen good progress on some fronts. Co-location inspection at the West Kowloon train station and automated clearance at boundary checkpoints have made cross-boundary journeys easier. The unilateral exemption from visa requirements has allowed nationals of many countries who are resident in Hong Kong more convenient access to Guangdong. Cross-boundary day trips are now more productive. Collaboration between Hong Kong and the Guangdong GBA cities are now broader and deeper. On the financial connectivity side, we have seen easier and more expeditious money flows in both the capital and current accounts, without posing risks to the financial security of the country. Data flows have achieved some breakthroughs too. I'm pleased to have been involved in the creation of special passageways between the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology Guangzhou and Hong Kong University of Science and Technology in Hong Kong. The potential continues to be realized by removing some other restrictions on the flow of data and the joint use of data by both users and creators on both sides of the boundary. Faster and easier cross-boundary journeys have brought about the flows of talents to cities where they are most needed and where they are most productive and therefore better rewarded. We are seeing students, young scientists, and young entrepreneurs moving about in the GBA with more user-friendly immigration, education, and taxation policies. Of course, we're also seeing the freer flow of university faculty members and school teachers. With increasing levels of people-to-people contacts come more varied, fruitful cultural exchanges. The bases and bridges that have surfaced are both real and virtual. Digitalization has played a significant role too, as cyberspace becomes fertile ground for creativity. Ladies and gentlemen, as a frequent visitor to the Guangdong GBA cities, I've chalked up over 110 visits to Nansha alone. As an example, I'm going again tomorrow. I keep going there because I'm encouraged by what I see and what have been accomplished. I keep going to other Guangdong cities too because conferences cannot substitute on-the-ground and face-to-face contacts. I'm thankful for being regarded as the go-to person by both Hong Kong and Guangdong. This is very much in line with the dual roles expected of a CPPCC National Committee member in Hong Kong. I firmly believe that the huge potential between Hong Kong and the rest of the GBA has yet to be tapped. The same applies to the productive role of Hong Kong as the super connector, super connecting the rest of the GBA and the rest of the world. And I say it without any immodesty. The steps to be taken are clear and necessary. We need to promote better understanding and the need of better understanding. So we promote both better understanding, and we also need to promote the need for better understanding across the boundary of the roles of Hong Kong and equally the needs of the Guangdong cities. The more we know, the more we can accomplish in ways faster and better. For all sectors, there are opportunities, and for all opportunities, there are windows. Opportunities come and go, and windows open and shut. Now is the time, and more on-the-ground actions are needed. As I said to Mr. Jolie, perhaps the next China Daily GBA conference could be held on the other side of the Shenzhen River. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Leung, for the insights and guidance. I'm sure that will serve as an inspiration on this very important subject. We are very honored to have the Honorable Mr. John Casey Lee, Chief Executive of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, for his keynote address. The Chief Executive has pre-recorded a video. Let's take a look.
Honorable Vice Chairman CY Leung, Mr. Chu Ying-pu, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It gives me great pleasure to join you virtually at the Greater Bay Area Conference 2025. To those visiting Hong Kong, a very warm welcome to all of you. Let me begin by congratulating China Daily and the Hong Kong Coalition for co-organizing this meaningful event. Your dedication to fostering dialogue and collaboration across industries has drawn professionals and industry leaders to today's event. Today's conference will help to create important momentum to the development of the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau Greater Bay Area, a cluster city development that brings together Hong Kong, Macau, and 9 mainland cities in Guangdong. With an area of some 56,000 square kilometers, the Greater Bay Area has a population of over 87 million. At last count, its GDP has surpassed $2 trillion US. In other words, this piece of land, occupying under 1% of our country's land mass and inhabited by under 6% of the country's population, has a GDP that closely rivals that of the world's 10th largest economy. Hong Kong is the only world city that converges both the China advantage and the global advantage. It stands as a premier gateway for cooperation, bridging people, trades, businesses, cultures, and values across the region. As a core city of the Greater Bay Area, Hong Kong is dedicated to leveraging its advantages under the one country, two systems principle to promote high-quality collaborations worldwide. Hong Kong boasts a long and established tradition of the rule of law. We maintain a common law system that dovetails with most global financial hubs. Our tax system is simple and our tax rate is as low as it is competitive. Our workforce is multi-talented, hardworking, and well-versed with the business language of both the mainland and the world. Given the ever-changing global trade order and our country's steadfast commitment to multilateralism, there is fast-growing demand around the globe for made-in-China products. I see growing opportunities in helping mainland companies to go global through Hong Kong's world-class professional services. In my policy address last month, I announced the establishment of a task force focused on supporting mainland enterprises in going global. This Go Global Task Force has already been launched earlier this month by bringing together the overseas offices of Invest Hong Kong and the Trade Development Council, as well as Hong Kong's offices on the mainland. It is given a simple and important mandate to assist mainland companies in taking their businesses globally, and through the process create important value for both our country and Hong Kong, for a better tomorrow of us all. That tomorrow is certainly innovation-driven. The government is expediting Hong Kong's development as an international I&T center. We will make available land resources for the rapid development of technology and technological transformation. The Hong Kong Park of the He-Tao Shenzhen Hong Kong Science and Technology Innovation Cooperation Zone, and an area that radiates beyond our boundary with Shenzhen, officially enters its operational phase this year. We're working closely with mainland authorities to promote the efficient cross-boundary flow of innovation elements in the cooperation zone on a pilot basis, with the Shenzhen-Hong Kong Guangzhou cluster ranking first for the very first time in this year's Global Innovation Index ranking of the world's top 100 innovation clusters. I'm confident that our collective strength in the Greater Bay Area will boost the country's global competitiveness. On nurturing talent, I highlighted in my policy address that the integrated development of education, technology and talent is a foundational and strategic pillar for progression in the new era. It enables Hong Kong to build rich talent resources, knowledge reserve, and capacities for scientific and technological innovation, thereby enhancing our competitiveness. The government is pressing ahead with efforts to build Hong Kong into an international education hub, leveraging our distinctive advantage of being home to 5 universities ranked among the world's top 100. We will promote the Study in Hong Kong brand, increasing the number of self-financing places for non-local students at our post-secondary institutions to 50%. That, ladies and gentlemen, will create a more diverse and international student body for our education hub. Culture is our root. It connects people and enriches communities. Hong Kong thrives as an East meets West center for international cultural exchange. Through extensive people-to-people ties in the region, we are building cultural bridges that connect Hong Kong with different cities across the Greater Bay Area and the rest of the world. In less than 3 weeks, the 15th National Games will be held. I hope all of you will take the opportunity to discover and experience Hong Kong's dynamic spirit, vibrant energy, and warm hospitality. I'm confident that your time here will lead to meaningful connections and lasting impressions. Ladies and gentlemen, I encourage you to share your insights on the future of the Greater Bay Area. Your perspectives are vital to shaping a more connected, innovative, and prosperous region. A better Bay Area for the enjoyment of a world of visitors. I wish the conference every success and all participants a fruitful and rewarding day. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. John Casey Lee, for the keynote address. And now I want to invite our officiating guests and speakers onto the stage for a group photo. May I invite Mr. C.Y. Leung. And I also invite Mr. Lin Nan, Mr. Huang Jingrui, Mr. Zhou Li, Mr. Peter Kung, Mr. Stephen Law, Ms. Bella Choi from Sino Group, Professor Kai Long Ho, Mr. Deng Chao, Mr. Roden Tong, Dr. Francis Newton Chung, Mr. Leonard Chan Tek Yun, Ms. Cindy Chow, Mr. Xue Peng, Professor Patrick W.C. Lau, please. Please look at our official camera in the front. Let's look into the camera and give a big smile. 3, 2, 1. Let's put on a warm smile once again, and thank you all camera, thank you all officiating guests. Due to Mr. Leung's busy schedule, he has to leave first. Thank you, Mr. Leung. Thank you all distinguished guests, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, now that concludes our opening ceremony. Let's put our hands together again and thank you all guests today. And before we proceed, you'll find some special pack on your seat. Inside the bag, you'll discover a taste of